Hello dear participants, welcome to my class. Dear participants, kindly look at the screen. There are two sentences given on the screen. I'll read for you. Try to understand the difference between two sentences. The first sentence, here it goes. Only John met Mary in the train yesterday. The second sentence, John met only Mary in the train yesterday. I'll give you more sentences which you can relate to these two sentences. John met Mary in the train yesterday only. What can you understand by these sentences? Here is the topic that we discussed today. Is misplaced modifiers. So what is the modifier in the sentence? The modifier in these sentences is the word only. The word is trying to change the meaning of the entire sentence. And this word, the rest of the sentence words are given in the proper way, but this word is given randomly in between. So this tries to change the meaning of the entire sentence. So before we learn more about misplaced modifier, we should know what is modifier. Basically, modifier are the words, or phrases, or clauses that try to modify, change, clarify, qualify, or limit a particular word or words in a sentence in order to add an emphasis, explanation, or detailed information about another word. The another word could be noun, pronoun in the same sentence. So when we talk about modifier words, the words can be adjective, adverb, article, determiners, particles, participles. No, it is actually particles. Here we have modifier only. The word only is an adverb. So I'll give one example to make you better understand. Look at the sentence. Generally, the brown dogs are nice. Dogs are nice is a sentence. So we are adding a word to the main. See, dogs is noun. And the underlying clause is trying to modify noun. Noun is dogs. So generally the brown dogs are nice. Generally the brown is here modifier. Brown dogs are nice. Dogs are nice. And we are emphasizing it. We are clarifying it. What dogs? Actually brown dogs. We are trying to qualify the nouns. We are trying to give an explanation to the particular noun. To give a detailed information. So the word brown is an adjective. That is modifier. It is a word modifier. The first one is clause modifier. Dogs are nice. Basically that is the sentence. So misplaced modifier. So in the previous slide we learned about what is modifier and how modifiers are going to change the entire sentences. Here the magic is we don't place modifiers at a particular place in a sentence so that the whole sentence go to give an ambiguous meaning. A misplaced modifier is basically a word, phrase or clause that is improperly placed to describe a sentence. With this error, the sentence often sounds awkward, ridiculous, or confusing. See, sentences would be pretty dull without modifiers to provide excitement and intrigue. So basically, we should thank to the modifiers or words which try to modify. See, there is the word like the bird that eventually can become the soaring bird. So we are adding something in between to qualify noun. The sentence like, she peered through the window. This can become by adding modifiers. With a gleam in her eye, she peered through the window. With a gleam in her eye becomes a clause modifier. Modifiers dress up, otherwise plain sentiments or sentences can come. It is like eating a plain rice without proper dish or proper curry. So modifiers are to be understood as they are normally placed closer to the words to be modified. Usually, a modifier is placed immediately next to the word to be modified. If the modifier is placed wrongly, the result can end with ambiguity or inappropriate. Such wrong placing of modifiers is often termed as misplaced modifiers. Dear participants, by this you might have got an idea of misplaced modifiers. Let's understand it in a clear way by looking at some examples. Basically, misplaced modifiers do not point clearly and directly to what it is supposed to be modified. We'll give you misplaced modifier in words. The word modifier here in examples is only. How that is getting changed, you will understand by these examples. Look at these examples. Only Jessica wants pizza. Excuse me. Jessica wants pizza only. Jessica only wants pizza. This is how you tell me which one of the sentences is correct. Yeah, it is confused. It is confusing us. Which one is correct? Only Jessica wants pizza. Jessica wants pizza only. Jessica only wants pizza. Every sentence has its own meaning. And it is not giving any awkward or ridiculous meaning, a ridiculous grammar structure. The grammatical structure is correct. But the meaning is changing from sentence to sentence. 3 sentences has their own 3 meanings. Which of the sentence you would want to give? Only Jessica wants pizza. In this sentence, Jessica is the only person there. In the second sentence, Jessica wants pizza only. Jessica actually wants the pizza. She does not prefer any other edible thing. Do you want to pause it? In the next sentence, Jessica only wants pizza. There are things placed in front of her, but she is taking pizza only in this case. So you can get some ambiguity between the next 2 sentences. In the second sentence, Jessica wants pizza only, which means she is not going to order any other thing. She directly orders pizza. The second sentence, the third sentence, Jessica only wants pizza, which means there are some edible things placed in front of her and she is not going to touch any of other things except pizza. Hope you understood something out of these 3 sentences, dear students. Let's go into more examples to understand in a clear manner. Yeah, clause modifier. Look at the sentence. I held the ticket tightly in my hand that my friend gave me. It's a sentence. I'll repeat you. I held the ticket tightly in my hand that my friend gave me. So what is the clause here? Now you understood what is the clause. The correct one is I held the ticket that my friend gave me tightly in my hand. So there is something which is changed from one place to another place. In the first sentence, it is misplaced word that is changed to some other place in the same sentence to give proper meaning, to avoid ridiculous or confusing meaning. The following words are often misplaced. These are almost, only, just, even, hardly, nearly, merely, scarcely. So we'll go with some exercises. There is a wrong sentence given here. Mary's presents were all picked up and admired by Mary. So this is little confused to understand, little confusion to understand. So the correct one is Mary picked up and admired her presents. Look at the difference. Next one, the confused sentence. This table was made by an old carpenter with curved legs. Who has curved legs here? Whether the table has curved legs or the old carpenter has curved legs. Yeah, does the writer mean the carpenter has curved legs? This table with curved legs was made by an old carpenter. See, that's the correct sentence. Next one. The man picked up the box of books with arthritis. The man has arthritis or the books have arthritis? See, here this is confusion. So grammatically it may be correct, but when you try to understand the meaning of it, you will confuse. To clear this confusion, the correct one is the man with arthritis picked up the box of books. That's the correct one. Let's do this task. Dear students, correct the following misplaced. They knew hardly what to do. They hardly knew what to do. Wow. A baby was found abandoned in a snowsuit on Park Avenue. A baby in a snowsuit was found abandoned on Park Avenue. She only liked cherry tomatoes. So we can change it. She liked only cherry tomatoes. Yep. The doll belongs to my sister whose head is missing. Oh. The doll whose head is missing belongs to my sister. Yes. The professor told them when the class was over, they could ask questions. The professor told them they could ask questions when the class was over. So that is how you are going to place the misplaced modifiers in proper place in a sentence to give proper meaning, to avoid ambiguous and ridiculous meaning. Thank you, dear students. Hope you have understood something out of this video. Thank you. Have a good learning.